诈骗那些，他们的口才很厉害，你听久了，你给他洗脑，你就完蛋了的。
All the money in the bank, all gone already.
Complacency. You never think that you would be a victim. Prominently more, I think it's all of the older generation actually.
Scam victims in Singapore have lost a whopping $651.8 million in 2023 alone, stemming from 46,563 cases. This is the highest figure since the Singapore Police Force started tracking scams back in 2016. For the first time in 5 years, the total amount lost has dipped from the previous year, despite an increase in the number of cases. The police said this decline in amount lost per victim may possibly be due to increased vigilance and mitigation efforts by authorities and banks. Job and e-commerce scams were the two most common occurring scams in 2023. Scam calls from fake friends were third on the list, with 3 times the amount of cases reported in 2023 than in 2022. We wanted to find out what Singaporeans have done to protect themselves against scams and what they thought the most common reasons were for someone to fall victim. AsiaOne did a survey in January 2024, which received 1,918 valid responses, and 64% of them felt that they were more likely to be scammed now compared to a year ago. About 3 in 10 of those we surveyed have been victims of scams, while half the respondents have not, but know of someone who has. This leaves about 2 in 10 who neither knew of someone who got scammed, nor have been scammed themselves. Retirees, homemakers, and those unemployed were groups that respondents thought were especially at risk. But in reality, of those who answered that they had been a victim of scams, 64% were employed. In addition, based on SPF's annual Scams and Cybercrime Brief for 2023, 43% of scam victims were aged 30 to 49, with retirees, those 65 and above, coming in second lowest at 7%. Respondents have also taken measures to protect themselves from scams. The most common includes only downloading apps from official app stores, enabling biometric authentication, requesting for a notification for every transaction, setting strong passwords, and installing Scam Shield. To expand on our findings, we headed out to ask whether Singaporeans thought they were more likely to be scammed now compared to a year ago.
Yes, I agree.
I do agree actually.
Yes.
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 Most definitely.
I feel like there's more platforms that we are being exposed to, so it's easier for people to be scammed.
It's mostly because of technology. It's more available now to more people. It's also available to those who have bad intentions.
诈骗那些，他们的口才很厉害，你听久了，你给他洗脑，你就完蛋了的。
Fortunately, not lah. People around me, so far no. They are quite vigilant lah.
No, but I personally know people who have been scammed.
No, but I've known people, I personally know someone who has gotten scammed.
No, I have not, but I know of friends, close friends, and even family members.
Yeah, I have. It wasn't like a big amount of money that were involved. It was just a small amount.
Yeah, I have one friend scammed, Singaporean also. All the money in the bank, all gone already.
I think anybody can be at risk. Doesn't matter who they are or what age they are.
就是那种家庭主妇啦，很容易贪小便宜那些。
Retirees, parents of very young children, maybe unemployed also.
I think the retired group, they're not very good at technology things or social media things.
Many like working on the.
There isn't a specific group. I think everybody's exposed to it and at risk at it.
I think that would be the unemployed and most especially retirees. Most retirees would not be as tech savvy as most people. They would also not have the information available to them to protect them against scams.
The elderly people, like people who are aged, then they want to talk to someone, or like when someone asks them for help, they are more like generous.
Prominently more, I think it's all of the older generation actually, because they're less tech savvy, and then a lot of things like let's say investments and all, they're not exactly very clear about that. But I think even for us these days, youngsters with all the phishing scam, link scams and all, I think it's also pretty easy.
Lack of knowledge and awareness definitely is one of them. Greed, maybe there are some people who are greedy. I will not deny that.
I think lack of knowledge,
complacency. You never think that you would be a victim.
Primarily, it's the lack of knowledge and awareness. Scammers are getting smarter by the day, so they come up with new things. And also, I think it's because they think that they would never get scammed.
Usually it's greed.
First and foremost, definitely for all humans are greed. Secondly, it's definitely lack of knowledge. I think the awareness game these days, those that get scammed and they share, then you all become aware of that. But without that, most people don't pay attention to it.
Of the people we interviewed, all of them felt that they were more likely to be scammed now compared to a year ago, with the majority of them personally knowing someone who has been scammed. Aligning with the survey, people we spoke to felt that greed, lack of knowledge of scams, and never thinking it would happen to them were possible reasons why people fell victim. Singaporeans felt that retirees, homemakers, and those unemployed were the most at risk. This perception largely differs from reality, as seen from our survey and SPF's report. So, what do you think?